While all the headlines are talking about a cooling real estate market, rising inventory, and a return to normal, some specific Dallas homes are quietly, almost secretly selling for dramatically higher prices than older homes nearby. And almost no one is talking about the powerful force driving the massive gap in the market. It's not a bubble, it's not luck. It's not a holdover from the frenzy of a few years ago. It's a massive, sustained wave of corporate relocations creating what I call a smart money window. It's a phenomenon where a very specific type of buyer is willing to pay an unprecedented premium for a very specific type of house. In this video, I'm going to show you precisely why certain turnkey homes loaded with modern tech and amenities are seeing huge price gains while other perfectly nice luxury homes just sit on the market. We'll break down the data that truly separates the winners and the losers in 2026, and I'll give you the exact checklist to determine if your property is one of the few poised for a massive valuation jump. Let's be honest, the Dallas real estate market right now is just plain confusing. On one hand, you see credible market reports talking about the market becoming more neutral or even shifting in favor of buyers. You hear about more homes for sale with inventory across DFW creeping towards that 30,000 listing mark, a number we haven't seen in years, signaling a more balanced market. Some forecasts even predict that overall prices might dip slightly or even flatten across the Metroplex. The median home price has settled around the low 400,000s, and that rapid double-digit growth we saw from a few years ago has clearly tapped the brakes. It feels like the market is finally taking a collective deep breath. But then you hear a story, a whisper from a neighbor, a post in a private community group, the house in a prime neighborhood like Preston Hollow or Highland Park sold before a sign even went in the yard, a price that makes your jaw drop. You see a sleek, modern new build in Frisco get multiple all-cash offers within 48 hours, while a perfectly nice traditional home just down the street had a for sale sign collecting dust for months and may even seeing a price reduction. So how can both of these things be true? How can the market be cooling while a select group of homes that are appreciating at a pace that seems to defy all logic and headlines? This isn't just a headline, it's a real financial crossroads for luxury homeowners. Getting this wrong, basing your strategy on generalized national news could mean leaving hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars on the table when you sell it. It might be the most expensive mistake a Dallas homeowner can make in 2026. The truth is, you're not in the Dallas market. You're one of two Dallas markets, and they're moving completely opposite directions. And this is where we have to tune out the broad stroke headlines and get laser focused. The Dallas real estate landscape in 2026 isn't just one single entity. It's a tale of two completely different markets operating in the same streets, but in different dimensions. Think of it like a highway. The main lines of traffic, homes in that median price range, let's say 400,000 to 800,000, have seen a big jump in supply and return to a more balanced, normal speed. And that's where you're seeing longer days on market, more price negotiations, and the general sense of calm. That's the cooling market everyone's talking about. But then there's an express lane, a private cash-funded HOV line moving at a totally different speed. This is the Dallas luxury market, but only for certain types of property. And in this lane, there isn't just traffic. There's a log jam of intense, concentrated demand and a severe shortage of the right kind of supply, and prices are being pushed sky high by a powerful external force. So here's what's really going on. This relentless wave of corporate relocations has created a smart money window that has funneled a specific type of high net worth, often all cash buyer directly into our market. These buyers have very particular non-negotiable checklists, and they're willing to pay an enormous premium for homes that meet their exact criteria, creating this massive price gap between properties that are moving perfect and those just that aren't. To understand what's happening in the express lane, you have to know who's in the driver's seat. So for the second year in a row, Dallas-Fort Worth has been named the top real estate market to watch in the entire country by the prestigious Urban Land Institute and PwC. A huge reason for this is our unmatched success in attracting corporate headquarters. Between 2018 and 2024, we attracted over 100 new corporate headquarters, making it the #1 metro in the U.S. for corporate relocations. And we're not just talking about small startups. We're talking about giants like Charles Schwab, AECOM, and even KFC's parent company, Yum Brands, moving major operations here. Corporate relocations continue to bring in high-income buyers to North Texas, thanks to pro-business environment that keeps pulling in capital, and more importantly, high-level talent from high-tech states like California and New York. The flood of new residents brings something much more powerful than just jobs. It brings high-level executives, founders, decision makers with serious personal wealth who often just have sold a home in a market like the Bay Area for $4 or $5 million. To them, a stunning $2.5 million home in Dallas feels like a bargain, especially when coupled with the financial benefit of no state income tax. And here's the most critical part to understand. These buyers are not price sensitive. They're convenience sensitive. They're not looking for a fixer-upper or a project with good bones. They're incredibly busy executives, often families in tow, who need to plug directly into the Dallas lifestyle from day one. They want to move in, unpack their bags, connect to Wi-Fi, and have their life just work. They're paying for a finished, curated project. They're competing for a very small number of homes that actually offer it. This is precisely why luxury homes frequently attract cash buyers or large down payments. An all-cash offer is the gold standard for a seller. It means no financing contingencies, no appraisal hurdles, and a fast, clean closing. This is the power behind the curtain, pushing prices on a select few homes into a totally new stratosphere. So what does this price gap actually look like on the street? Let's paint a picture of two hypothetical luxury homes, both in prime neighborhood like Preston Hall. First, let's look at the loser. This is a beautiful 6,000 square foot home built in the early 2000s, has great bones, prestigious address, and was the height of luxury when it was built. But today in 2026, it shows age. It has that traditional closed off floor plan with formal living and dining rooms that modern families don't use. The kitchen, while large, has those telltale granite countertops and dark wood cabinets. The master bath is dominated by a giant jetted tub and just feels dated. The technology is a patchwork of old systems, a security panel from one company, a thermostat from another, not a truly integrated smart home. Buyers walk in, they don't see a home. They see a 2-year, 7-figure renovation project. They see hassle, stress, and delays. And in this market, they walk right back out. While the Preston Hollow market is hot, with median prices hitting around $2.5 million, this is the kind of property that ends up seeing price reductions and lingers on the market. Now let's look at the winner. Same street, similar lot, also 6,000 square feet. But this one was either built in the last few years or has undergone a complete down to the studs renovation. The floor plan is wide open with 12-foot ceilings and a massive glass doors that disappear into the walls, creating a seamless indoor-outdoor flow of the backyard. The kitchen is a chef's dream with 2 islands, waterfall, edge quartz countertops, and pro-grade appliances from brands like Wolf and Sub-Zero. The primary suite is in a private sanctuary with a spa-like bathroom featuring a steam shower, custom outfitted closet that looks like a high-end boutique. And critically, the entire home is run by a sophisticated, fully integrated smart home system like Control4 or Savant. This is the house that gets multiple all-cash offers from that relocating executive who has zero time or desire for a project. For instance, a dated home in the same block may trade near land value at around $2 million, while new construction with modern finishes can sell between $4 to $6 million. This isn't just a theory. This is what I see every single day playing out every week. In premier neighborhoods like Highland Park, where their median price can be around $2.9 million, and the Preston Hollow North reaching $3.2 million, this spike to quality is creating a market within a market. The gap between the winners and the losers get wider every single day. If you're wondering which camp your home falls into, there's a multi-million-dollar question we help our clients answer every day. It comes down to a specific checklist of non-negotiables this smart money buyer is demanding right now in Dallas. First, and this is the absolute baseline, is turnkey condition. The home must be move-in ready. We're not talking about new paint and carpet. We're talking about modern designer-grade finishes that feel fresh and timeless. Think wide plank, white oak floors, natural stone surfaces, high-end architectural lighting fixtures. The phrase I hear the most is, "We don't want to lift a finger." Second is modern tech and infrastructure. This isn't a nice to have anymore. It's a core expectation. Buyers want a fully integrated smart home automation for lighting, security, multi-zone climate control, and a whole home audio video, all controlled seamlessly from their phone. They expect enterprise-grade Wi-Fi that covers every inch of the property and the kind of robust, centralized tech closet you find in a commercial building. And third are the lifestyle and amenities. These buyers aren't just looking for a house. They're looking for a private resort. That means resort-style pools with water features, fully equipped outdoor kitchen, and huge covered outdoor living spaces with their own fireplaces and media for year-round entertaining. Inside, they want dedicated wellness spaces, and not just a treadmill and a spare bedroom, but a real home gym, an infrared sauna, or a private movie theater. Fourth is privacy and security, especially on the larger lots in places like Preston Hollow or Southlake. Features that create a sense of private compound command a huge premium. We're talking about gated entrances, long driveways, mature trees that screen the property, and advanced multi-camera security systems that can be monitored from anywhere in the world. And finally, it's about having the right specs. In the Dallas luxury market, demand for larger homes has surged. Properties with 5, 6, or even 7 bedrooms are in high demand to accommodate growing families, live-in help, and the need for multiple dedicated home offices. The stunning 4-bedroom home, no matter how beautiful, simply won't get the same level of attention or command the same price as a 6-bedroom estate in today's market. The crazy price jumps we're seeing for these specific homes are not a fluke. It's a direct result of the fundamental economic shift happening right here in North Texas. This is a smart money window. It's a unique moment in time where an intense, specific, and well-funded category of demand is chasing the extremely limited supply of very particular product. It's market inefficiency, and it's creating incredible opportunities for the owners of the right properties. But here's the thing about a window of opportunity. Eventually it closes. This historic wave of corporate relocations will eventually stabilize. The supply of newly renovated turnkey luxury homes will eventually catch up to the demand as more builders and renovators cater to this trend. So the main takeaway is this: the Dallas luxury market isn't just one single story. It's a collection of tiny, hyper-local micro markets. And while the general market rebalances, the ultra-premium turnkey segment here is a historic moment. Understanding which market your property is truly competing against is the single most important piece of financial insight you can have in 2026. If you own a luxury property in Dallas and you want to know if you're positioned to capitalize on this unique window, the time to have a conversation is now. I live and breathe this market, and I don't rely on generic stats. I offer a data-driven, confidential analysis to help you understand your property's true value in 2026 in the context of this powerful and smart money trend. My information is below to book a consultation, and I'll walk you through the real numbers from your specific neighborhood, compare your home directly to the winners that are setting records, and give you a clear, honest strategy. Don't guess about the value of your most important asset. Let's find out together. Thank you for watching.